Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Animosity Smite League. We are here with a Midgard match off, right? Or is it Jotunheim? I'm sorry.
It's
Jotunheim.
Jotunheim.
I'm sorry. My
It's
apologies.
Midgard Serpents. Yeah, that's
I've been
fine.
off the everything. But anyways, I am joined here with Flamio Hotman. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you, Ying?
I am doing fantastic. It's definitely looking like it's going to be a good game today. So let's get right into the picks and bans.
Seems like we have an Atlas and an AMC band for the Midgard Serpents, and a Bastet and an Amaterasu for Alien Tuna coming up. How do you feel about those bands, Ying?
Bastet's still a really strong pick in the jungle, especially even with the nerf on her passive. She still presents a lot of poke and just pressure overall. Amaterasu, it's pretty good ban right now in this meta because she's really top in the solo lane. And on terms of Midgard, they're banning Ardio, AMC, and Atlas, which are all very, meta bans.
Standard picks, yeah. Standard bands of picks. And then on top of that, Thoth for the Alien Tuna. Really, really good
Yeah, very strong mid
laner right
laner
now,
at the
yeah.
moment.
First pick, Geb.
A very good pickup for the first ban. Or first pick, sorry. I've slept all day, so
You're fine, man.
so Alien
Soul and
Tuna
Horus,
are
yes.
picking up Soul and Horus here.
Medusa for the Serpents for the ADC role. Quick picks coming in here. So how do you feel? Like, this seems like two dual lanes going at each other. How do you feel Medusa Geb goes up against Horus Soul?
It's going to be a pretty evenly matchup in terms of pressure, I feel like, in clear, because the Medusa clearly has her 2 to clear wave, and Soul has just like the amount of power in her 2. I'm excited to see the level 2 and 3 fights that are going to come out of the teams.
I agree, yes. And then we have a Morgan coming in for the Midgard Serpents on the other side. Okay.
Unfortunately, these aren't their full teams. They both had to have a sub put in from their team. So it should be a very good matchup, even if you ask me.
Really, really surprised Odin makes it this far into the picks and bans phase as the 6th pick, going down, 12 picks? It's really surprising he gets this far into the picks and bans phase.
Yeah, Odin, you don't really see too much of him anymore, especially from last season. He was always banned. So it's excited to see how people are going to make use of the Odin come mid to late game. And they're going to ban the Monkey Hoonbats on the Alien Tuna side, and Midgard Serpents are banning away Klidna. Klidna really does have good objective secure and just team fight poke on the back line on setting up traps and everything. So it's a pretty good stable
clear
ban.
is actually insane. She has,
for sure.
dude. It's crazy how good
alone
her
does like 2,000 damage. It's insane.
And then we have the Achilles ban on Alien Tuna side. Still a pretty good solo laner. Could be flexing to the support role as well. So
yeah,
not surprised by that.
So, Flamio.
Who do you think this Morgan?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I'm just talking about Morgan and the transformation she could potentially move into. Who do you think her best?
Easily, her team fight wise, there's really strong like picks right here, especially with you have honestly the Soul, the Odin, the Geb, the Medusa if it comes in at the right moment. Like,
even the Horus with his ult, yeah. She has a lot of good options this game, I would think. And the last ban will be the Agni for Midgard Serpents, and we're just waiting on the...
he can't... Unfortunately, we can't see the hot diggity skin right now. So, unfortunate.
That's
So
just.
Mr. J254 might have to retire very early.
So with the last pick, Agni, or last ban, sorry, Agni, also a really good mid laner.
Mm-hmm.
Him and
A
Thoth
lot of
seem to
objectives.
be, yep. Him and Thoth seem to be the two highest priority, other than Soul, of course, because Soul is just
Mm-hmm.
crazy in mid and ADC. Really good flex pick, and we're hovering over the Merlin pick right now,
And
and
they
it's going
lock
to be
in the
locked
Merlin.
in. Yep.
Very solid mid laner at this point in time, especially with the pin.
Then
There's a
and then
lot of
directly
damage shred.
into the Loki and Camazotz.
That is quite interesting how they Amazot's most likely going in solo as well as the Loki going
I
in the
would assume
jungle.
so, yes. Because I mean, either picks could go either way. Depends on what these two players feel most comfortable on. Um, I'm just concerned mostly about the lack of CC other than Geb on this team. Because Camazotz doesn't really bring it, Loki doesn't really bring it consistently. And then
I feel like
they
they're
had,
going in comp more or less to blow up their backline that is Sol and Merlin at this point in
yeah, it's
time.
more of a dive comp in my opinion,
Yeah,
for sure.
especially with the Loki ultimate, can just bypass the tanks and right to the backline. And they do pick up Ravana, which is a very strong pick in this meta at the moment.
Always good to have a CC immunity and just like on like a 12-second cooldown, in my opinion.
Yeah, and he has his ultimate if he needs another form of escape, so it's a very good
Exactly.
pickup. Before we take it to the break, what's your your guess on who's gonna probably take this game home?
So by drafts alone, I'm liking the alien tuna just a little bit better.
Oh
Though I
yeah,
do think Midgard has good dive potential. It's just the Horus ult can teleport anywhere. Um,
yeah.
they have good shred potential on objectives for alien tuna. But I'm excited to see how these two teams hash it out in the game coming up.
Oh yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take it to a break, and we'll be right back with the casters for game one.
All right, everyone. We're going to hop right into this game one. Midgard Serpents versus Alien Tuna. Today, your casters are Double A and J250.
What's going on? What's up?
Got a good one for you guys, both these teams. I believe Alien Tuna came off a win. Midgard Serpents, I believe, got a win as well. So both these teams going to be coming in here pretty hot. We are going to see this Medusa and Geb over here in the dual lane, I should say. Medusa's been picked up quite a lot lately compared to past metas, but definitely something that's fun to play around, and especially with her ultimate, is they do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I really like the Medusa pick. I think this duel lane will be fun to watch, especially with the Horus and Stole on the other side. Should be fun to see who kind of wins the
A little
game.
action over here in solo lane. Odin getting knocked down. Still level 1. That's going to be tough to get back, but Camazot's putting on all that pressure right now.
I wish I saw how that happened.
Me too. Blame our spectator, you know?
Yeah.
It's me. Yeah. But back over here in the dual lane. Just both clearing way for the time being. A little knockup from Geb. Horus gonna jump in, but Medusa's gonna jump in herself immediately, looking for that damage. They aren't gonna get it, but Alien Tuna a little worse for wear right now. Oh, here comes a rotation. Ravana and Merlin gonna come over here in this dual lane. They want this early pressure. Geb's gonna get stuck between so many people. He's gonna go down. He had no chance of getting out of that, but Medusa's gonna have to leave him behind. Should go back to farming.
Yeah, just kind of I mean, we see that a lot now with weird kind of rotations early in this meta. and just I guess not ready for it. The Geb got caught out of position. Believed it probably didn't have his rollout up, and that's all she wrote. There's my sound.
I already raised you up. Anyway, yeah, back to mid lane here with Morgan versus Merlin. Definitely a decent matchup. Ravana's coming in on this mid lane, wants some pressure. There to see Morgan get dropped down to just about half health. She can't get out of here. She's slowed. She's trying to run away, but Ravana's going to keep chasing. Still looking for this kill. Going to do her best turns, but won't be enough to stop anything going on there. And JC Levium is going to grab that kill. He's deep into this jungle, too.
Loki gets away here. She will.
Maybe rotating over with Ravana, but they're going to go for that blue buff instead. Probably the right decision there. Both junglers going Bumbas. Definitely something you don't see as often. I think, you know, Eye of the Jungle is definitely more prevalent nowadays.
Yeah, you definitely usually see Eye of the Jungle more often. A lot of people prefer that Protector of the Jungle late game just because of the sustain it provides in those jungle team fights around Fire Giant. I don't think Boombas is bad.
No, still
sustain early, so I don't hate it.
Yeah, still a good item. I know I've been running that Eye of the Jungle more often, but you know, still a good item, like you said.
Yeah.
Odin over here, down a level to Camazotz. Camazotz been so strong recently, with just that ultimate is really good, and sustain can be awesome on Camazotz.
Yeah, he's got a couple nerfs lately in the last couple patches, but I haven't really seen less play out of him.
No, yeah, he's still been around a lot, I think.
Yeah.
Jungles maybe meeting over here in mid lane. Loki doesn't want to take the fight right now, as Merlin's going to approach as well. See Ravana maybe looking for a rotation, isn't going to get it. Horus going to jump in on this Geb. Geb's going to shield himself, trying to get out of that. It didn't happen that time.
Dual lane for Alien Tunas hit 5 just before Midgard Serpents have. They're definitely looking to apply that pressure.
Morgan's going to miss her ability, going to transform into Medusa, and that's going to be a kill. Cutlip grabbing that kill. Here comes Loki looking to kill Ravana. Ravana's going to pop his ultimate to get out of that CC, but he's looking low. He can't get out of here either, and Cutlip going to pick up another kill over here in the mid lane.
Great rotation by the Loki there to kind of help, in a way, peel the Robin off of his mid laner, and just a great follow-up there.
Oh, and there's an actual Medusa ult. It's not going to get anyone at least too much, as Horus going to jump in. Soul's pretty low, though. This is going to be a battle. Soul needs to get out of there. She can't, and Zap's going to grab that one. Yeah, I'm still looking for some more damage on Horus. He'll get a knock up, but that should be all of that.
Little interested there into how the dual lane for Midgard was way healthier than the dual lane for Alien Tuna, but they were kind of on the retreat until the Medusa realized that she had the advantage there and ended up picking up the soul. But
An odd situation, but does work out for Midgard Serpents. Up a little bit in gold kills right now. Ana still looking deep into this jungle. Look, he's got a level on him. He does have to be careful. Here comes Camazotz. He's getting blown up. He needs to get out of there. As Ravana's going to still take some damage from Loki, trying to poke him out. Here comes Odin rotating to save his comrade. He's dropping his ultimate on Camazotz. Keep him caged in there. And with a blink, Ravana will get out of there in time.
surprised by that one. I mean, he was out of position. No wards in the jungle. I thought maybe Midgard was going to be able to pick up the kill, but...
We've seen that time and time again that he's been hopping into this jungle super deep, and you know, it's been paying off a little bit, but you do have to be careful when you're, you know, so deep in an enemy jungle and you know your jungler, the other jungler's not dead. Usually you only want to invade when you know it's safe. Geb as well, super beneficial pick for his team. Trying to...
Shield. Go ahead. I was gonna say these Geb shields could really change the course of some team fights later with, especially a Robin diving. Doesn't have necessarily the greatest continuous burst, so Gebshield can really save a teammate and cause him to turn on this jungler late game.
Maybe looking for a rotation from the Morgan. Gonna approach this dual lane. Horus as well is gonna come over to protect his teammates. He's gonna drop an ultimate. I don't know where he's going. Over to dual lane just for a rotation. Oh, maybe he's gonna drop right on this Morgan instead. Gonna drop into the dual lane. Medusa's here with the Morgan and drops an ultimate. Soul's gonna take a bunch of damage. Cutlip gonna rotate and grab another kill for his team. And he's gonna transform into Medusa, and there's another ultimate. Horus needs to get out of here. He's trapped between a rock and a hard place, and he'll go down as Cut's gonna grab that kill.
Yeah, just great rotation by the Morgan, staying patient, waiting for that Horus ult to come down, maybe giving their dual lane a false sense of pressure for Alien Tuna. Pick up the kill. 2 levels up now, that Morgan over the Merlin, even with these kind of unorthodox rotations are paying off because they're getting so many kills off of them.
Yeah, for sure. I think doing a great job. We see a Gold Fury pick up for Midgard. They are the Midgard Serpents, but they are in the Jotunheim division. We do have a Midgard division. They actually had the name first before our rebrand, which is kind of funny. But so if anything, we stole it from them. But
yeah, 100%. Looking at it too, Midgard Serpents actually are the team that had the bye week last week for Jotunheim.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Extra practice maybe paid off for them here this week.
It's their first game. Alien Tuna won against. I thought this was Assault, but I believe it's not that awkward. Hey, they played well. They deserved it. But they went this Horus setup, Horus support for other games as well. So this is something that they definitely like to pick up. They want that early pressure.
Sure, I like Horus in a support role.
Yeah, he's as long as you can still apply pressure after that first couple levels, and not just be useless. I think it's a great pickup.
For sure, as long as your Horus doesn't troll your team and launch you all into an enemy Phoenix. Should be okay.
Yeah, right.
Happened today. So.
Really. But Owen and Camazot's gonna fight over here. Both gonna drop an ultimate. Owen just trying to get out. That shield's gonna come in clutch. This Camazot can't pick that up. Gonna take a few tower shots. Merlin's gonna rotate. Both these mid laners super active. Here's a jump in from Owen. Still looking for a kill. Won't get it. Captain Cab gonna pick up on the other side of the map. He's gonna grab a kill against the enemy ADC for Alien Tuna.
That timing for the Odin shield was impeccable. It saved his life. Amazing. It kept him from staying too far behind. Both of them all 0-0-0 across the board in the solo lane, but they just Amazons.
Well, the question is, was it on purpose or was it just great timing?
Oh, it's probably the CD, but hey, I'll give him the benefit.
Yeah, right. But over here, we're going to see a few ultimates dropped in mid lane. Cutlip just grabbing another kill. Just a rampage right now. As he's going to dive this tower. Still wants to kill. Merlin's so low, and a blink out of there. Or we'll get him out of the situation. But JC Levian going to clean that up, killing. Finally putting a stop to the Morrigan over here in the mid lane.
Yeah, good bounty pickup. Jungle definitely needed it. Their team needed that to kind of stay in the game. They are 4K down already, so they got the early Gold Fury. Gonna need more of that to stay in this game.
Yeah, for sure. Loki maybe looking to grab some over here in lane. Both junglers hanging out here. Camazotz and Odin just harassing each other. Camazotz just wants that farm.
Can't blame him. Cannot blame him.
Sure, we do see Morgan has been transforming into this Medusa quite often. Almost every transformation so far, I believe. And it's really been paying off. That a bunch of damage from that ultimate. But Ravana is going to get jumped on by Loki, and ultimate comes out there for both junglers. He's going to jump out of there. Doesn't want a part of that. It seems to be his game plan, which is definitely something. If you don't have beads, it's a great game plan to drop your CC ult.
Yeah, just looking for someone on this dual lane to help the soul out. I mean, unfortunate, but both ults are down, so.
Charsong gonna grab A1 over in the solo lane.
That's good. That should be good for the Odin to help him catch up a little bit. He was about a level or half a level down until that kill, so.
Yeah, for sure. That'll definitely put him back in the running. Starter on Merlin. What do you think of that?
You know, I was just looking at the builds, didn't even notice that. That's different. I don't know if I've really seen a no starter build. Unless I'm playing like Arena or something. So we'll see how that works out for him. He is 2 levels down already. So not going well for his game, but
Yeah, I mean you are gonna get Chronos Pendant online a lot faster, but is it something that's gonna be worth it? I mean, maybe he just really wants that cooldown immediately. But I mean, Sands of Time is also gonna provide that cooldown, so it's a toss-up, yeah. Their builds, we are gonna see Loki go into Jotun's Vigor. I've seen Ferocity more often. Is there one that you prefer?
I usually get, well, I guess it kind of depends, but I tend to get Vigor, because I'll play gods that kind of like the lifesteal aspect, like Pele, so it just really depends. I haven't played Loki too much this season, so.
We are going to see both supports over here towards this dual lane, looking for something potentially. Morgan's going to rotate over. We've seen her, like I said, super mobile. I've been paying off, level 14 right now. Has 5 of the 7 kills for her team.
Yeah, just crazy. This Morgan's doing everything she can to keep her team ahead. And so far it's working out.
Gab's going to go ahead and try to keep everybody off of this Gold Fury as his team's going to start it. Midgard Serpents hoping to grab this one. They're going to have to drop it. Horus ultimate incoming. He's way up in the air looking for somebody to jump down on this Loki potentially. Everyone's looking at him for Alien Tuna. Ravana's going to jump in. They want the Morgan, but look at that ultimate. That's so much damage. And here's a Medusa ultimate as well. Soul's going to drop hers and pick up a kill as Zap is going to grab that kill on Flying Gazelles. Little knock-up by Geb as well. Horus wants this kill Medusa, not going to get, or I'm sorry, the Morgan. Not going to get it, but speaking of Medusa, she's going to grab Goro over here for her team. And Geb is just going to chase this lone member of Alien Tuna over here.
Wow, what a turn of events. I mean, it really looked like the engagement was going to go well for Alien Tuna. A couple missed abilities like the Horus stun on the right side, and then just a great turn by Zap on the Medusa to hit a big ult. I think it was 3 people picked up the kill onto JC Levum, and it really turned the full engagement for him.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you want for your team. So much damage. And you know, combined with the Medusa ultimate, I mean, that's a lot of damage, a lot of burst damage in one confined area, and they were all grouped up, and there was nothing that they could really do about it at that point, you know, other than try to look away in time.
For sure, I grouped them up too for the later Geb ultimate that came out to keep them CC'd, and can't do much when you're not moving, so.
Yeah, Unrefined did a good job picking up a kill for his team. Soul ultimate did hit a lot of Midgard, but it still wasn't enough. Turn that fight in their favor.
Yeah, and that, I mean, you could even chalk that up to just simply being behind right now. Doing less damage than maybe you would like in a fight like that.
A lot of lifesteal coming out for Soul as well. Gonna pretty decent on her end. You know, that sustain's gonna be nice. And if she can get built up this late game, she'll be pretty powerful coming in.
Yeah, for sure. I don't see really any anti-heal on the other side. See if they'll pick up on that.
Well, and if they don't, they're gonna definitely feel it later on for sure. You see a teleport from Camazotz to that ward, looking for to group up somewhere around here. They're gonna look for this red buff. Camazot's gonna jump in on Horus. Nothing there.
Yeah, we see that these upgraded relics, a lot of them, we've seen some interesting plays, different relic choices. The persistent TP, I know, is one that a lot of solo inners like. Just use it to get across the map so quick and so often.
Odin gonna jump in there after Midgard grabbed that Pyromancer. He looked for maybe a kill on Loki, but Loki ults out his cage. Ravana, though, getting blown up over here in mid lane. Zap's gonna grab another kill. It's a rampage for him as well. And that's a lot of damage from Medusa. 5-0-3 right now. Medusa's just picking up everything she wants right now.
Yeah, this Medusa's so far ahead. Just really making work of this enemy team right now.
They're going to start this Fire Giant. They're not scared at all. They know that Alien Tuna is all the way on the left side of the map. They're looking to split push for that tower. But there's no one here for this Fire Giant except for Odin. We'll see if he can pull it off. They're going to stun him. They're still trying to burn this Fire Giant down. They will secure it. Now Odin's got to run as he's getting chased by a Loki. And they're just going to go ahead and reset, it looks like, unless Odin has anything to say about it. He couldn't get there in time for Medusa, but he's going to harass Loki. Loki deals some nice numbers right now. That's an ultimate as well. He gets those nice little backstab procs, but it won't be enough to kill this Odin, as he is so tanky here in this late game.
Yeah, and once again, that Odin shield even keeping him from being maybe an auto away from death. We've seen that twice now, where the Odin shield really helping him stay alive.
Yeah, 3 times even. I mean, it's been, you know, first time I thought it was luck. Now I'm starting to think maybe it's his doing, but great job. Yeah, right. Great job from the chart song.
A lot of physical defense too from that Odin. Nothing really yet. They only have, I mean, the Geb and Morrigan damage on the other side isn't too scary of magical damage, so.
Yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary, other than you know, that Morgan is hitting pretty hard.
For sure. See the Polynomicon. I know my mid laner likes to go that on Morrigan.
Yeah, definitely something where if you can hit an auto afterwards, it's gonna hurt. We are gonna posture over this tier 2 tower over here in the dual lane. Gab and Morrigan and Loki over here, maybe trying to get behind somebody on Alien Tuna, but it's gonna be hard to do that here. Gab's gonna engage, looking for a knockup. Morgan trying to hit that Horus, won't get it. Ravana's behind. This entire team is gonna jump in here. Medusa's getting caged by Odin, but Odin's taking a bunch of damage. He needs to get out of here in time. Loki gonna get burst down by JC Levium. We see an ult from Camazot's looking, and it shreds down a few members of Alien Tuna, but won't get it. Here comes that soul ult as well, and that'll chip down Midgard, but it looks like Midgard Serpents still having the upper hand here in this fight. They do have Fire Giant, and they are going to back off from this fight. Tend to, at least, as Morgan maybe looking to come back in. They are going to rotate now to this mid lane instead. They don't want to take that fight over there.
It's a nice defense from Alien Tuna, not allowing them to kind of take that Phoenix for free, to keep it that lane pressure up with their enhanced minion wave over there.
Yeah, that's a great job. I mean, that's exactly, they didn't want the Phoenix to go down, and it didn't. So, I mean, that's the mission accomplished. And we are going to see Midgard slowly come over here and attack these right towers. Alien Tuna is going to posture over here as well, because they want to defend the tower. Do you think this is a smart play by them?
The tier 2, you're kind of this far behind. It almost seems pointless to take a fight there, especially, I mean, if you win the fight, then I guess make me look kind of stupid, but like, I don't know if necessarily I would go for that, especially, we see, or they do have an Emperor's armor on Odin. Got that mixed up for a second. That's, don't see that every day. That's cool. I guess it'll help them with their defense.
Yeah, for sure.
Why they're a little more willing to step up there.
That's going to be an interesting pickup, and that'll definitely help him out. Alien Tuna going to snag that Gold Fury, though. Right out from Midgard Serpent's nose.
Yeah, and that's what they need right here. I mean, they just keep the pressure up, help them defend with these enhanced mini waves in all lanes now. Don't know how long the Fire Giant has left on Midgard Serpents. But yeah, help them waste the time on the Fire Giant here. And So this is what you need if you're Alien Tuna, if you're looking to make a comeback here. 8K down. Not a lot more mistakes you can afford to make. But
Word from Camazotz, but runs into 2 members of Alien Tuna. Here comes a third as Horus going to jump in and stun Camazotz. Both these teams looking to posture on this Fire Giant.
yeah, that's the play, and I think whoever can get this will really take control here. I think if Alien Tuna manages to grab it when it does spawn.
The Medusa's not here, though. She's over the mid lane. I think slowly making her way here, but you have to be careful about taking a fight. They don't want to face this Alien Tuna out their biggest firepower right now. Odin doing a good job of keeping everybody off of that Pyromancer as Alien Tuna is going to secure that. Here comes an Odin cage as well. He's going to cage in Medusa. Gab just trying to get out his comrade, not going to get it. Merlin is really low. A1's going to finish him off. Zap's going to finish off Lich Heartsong, and now we're going to see us fight over here by this Fire Giant once more. Soul's really low. Cutlip going to grab that kill. We see a Frenzy pop for Horus, but that's the only one that's going to get it, and that won't be enough as Goro is going to go down, or Goryo's going to go down. And now we're going to see this entire Midgard Serpents team march down the mid lane. They want to take this Phoenix, potentially go for that end game. And only thing in their way right now is this Phoenix and this Ravana.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough defense here for this Robin all alone.
Geb's really low, though. They don't really have a tank other than Camazotz. But yeah, this is going to be too much damage. We're going to start trimming this down. Down goes Ravana, and that's everybody. The deicide for Midgard Serpents. And now that will be game 1. Great job from Midgard Serpents as they're going to grab that game 1. And solid control throughout that entire game, I think.
Yeah, I mean, even that last fight, it kind of looked like, I liked what Alien Tuna did. They zoned out, they got the Pyromancer. Just once that Medusa showed up, they needed to kind of back off, retreat, reset, posture back around the Fire Giant, and just little too excited after the objective.
Yeah, for sure. We'll go ahead and a short break, and then have the desk come in and talk about this game.
All right.
Back.
And we are back. That was an exciting first game, don't you say, Flameo?
Oh, that was a very exciting game with the split pushing on the right left Phoenix during the Fire Giant fight.
Oh
I
yes,
don't think
for
that was
sure.
a-
Yes.
That was a very good decision considering they were not doing so well in the team fights during that time. So
Yeah, they're definitely, in my opinion, if Alien Tuna wants to pull this out, they might have to find. They have to find an answer for the mid lane. The mid lane
I
got
totally
very far
agree.
ahead and very early,
Yes.
and it just kind of snowballed.
So I wrote down a note. 5 minutes in, their mid laner was 2 levels ahead, and he kept that the whole way through the game. So
Oh
they
yeah,
need to answer either ban the Morgan and make him play something else, or they need to farm the neutral camps better because something's got to happen in that mid lane.
I would definitely agree with you there because mid lane was getting so far ahead that it actually rolled over to the ADC on their team, and their
Exactly,
Medusa was
yes.
getting very far ahead on the Soul.
Because the
Snowball to an
Medusa was
easy win.
1 level down at one point to the Soul. And then they
Mhm.
took that lead from mid, and the Loki had time to gank and push that Medusa ahead, and that Medusa was doing so much in the late game. And it just kind of this is a very snowbally meta. And if you
Oh,
let
for
that stuff
sure.
happen, it's not going to be fun playing the game.
Yeah,
After the
if you get
5-10 minute
snowballed,
mark.
it's not fun because then you're 4 levels down on everything, and it's just very unfun.
I
So
will
I'm
give
excited
it
to see how
to
Alien
Midgard,
Tuna
though.
comes back and answers to it.
Midgard played that very well. They took that
Mhm.
lead from mid and pushed it towards their duo lane, which I believe is the smartest thing to do, especially in this meta, considering
Most
that's where the
definitely.
most farm is. that the most farm is in the left lane, and that's where you need to push it. And they did a very good job. Alien Tuna did do a good job trying to answer back with that left lane Phoenix, but it was just too much at the end of the game, at the end of the time for them to try to answer back.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you. I'm very excited to see how they're gonna pull it out, like I said, next game, and see if they can stretch this to a best of 3. Yeah, best of 3, and
We'll
try to
have to
see if
wait
they can
and
pull
see
out
for
third
that.
game. It's
So I
still
did.
very well winnable, but
Oh yeah, I agree.
they have to find an answer to the mid lane difference here. Whether they play a super safe mid lane that can just play tower and then play for late game, like definitely like a Scylla would be very safe and strong if they can get it through. Or a Cuckoo.
Or do you think they should just go all pressure and just try to do what Midgard did to them?
That would very much work. Depends on how comfortable the mid lane would definitely be on a more high pressure pick.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to see different, would you say, from like how they played, other than the mid?
So I think their draft was actually pretty fine. The Soul was, I think, you're fine with the Soul. The Odin had trouble dealing with the Kama in lane, so I don't think. I mean, they didn't prioritize it. They didn't. No one really banned it, so I think you can go away from that pick. There was just a lot on that team, like the Medusa, Morgan, Kama. They were all doing a lot early game because they all had pressure in lane one, the first wave.
Yes, I just feel like right now in the meta, like Odin's just very weak in my opinion, because especially in laning phase, there's so many picks that can just avoid his cage.
And with the prevalence of Shell being such a good item with that Phantom Shell, it's very, very good right now. Yeah.
All right, with that, we're gonna go to a short little break as we prepare for game 2. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Live. We are back, everybody. Welcome back. Another lovely game. Sorry about the delay, everybody, but we are back with game 2 of Alien Tuna versus Midgard Serpents Jotunheim best of 3. And we were talking about after the first game, hopefully seeing what they could do differently with mid.
And they did it. They banned the Morgan. First ban.
Ooh, that's a very good ban. She was very comfortable on it in mid lane, so.
She looked very comfortable, especially being up 2 levels after 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Then we have the Bastet, Amaterasu, and then Atlas ban. Pretty normal bans we're seeing out of these still. The only thing changed is the Morgan. Atlas is very strong, yes.
And an Amaterasu ban, again, a very strong soul laner. Looking to cut out some of the easy picks that'll provide a lot of pressure. Especially Amaterasu's one ability late game provides so much utility for the team.
And a Geb on top of that. Another pretty standard ban we've seen out of these guys. That and the thought. So the only change we've seen here is the Morgan out of Alien Tuna after that excellent game by.
Oh yeah. I still think they're very, very basic, meta bans, which is very good. You're not seeing a bunch of off meta picks. They look to, stick to the meta bans and the one target ban, the respect ban for the Morgan player. And they're looking to go Medusa instead and take that from Midgard Serpents.
Their ADC player did play very well on this Medusa, so I'm not surprised by this pick. Or no, they actually took that away from Midgard. But they get the AMC that they're hovering. And AMC is still good. I don't think that nerf on his ult hasn't come in yet, so it's still 30% prot reduction.
Yeah,
right?
It's still a very strong pick.
So yeah, AMC is still very good right now. So it would be a very good pick into this Medusa.
I'm excited to see how they play that up in the matchup. So I'm very, very excited.
So we're still waiting to see if they want to pick this AMC. What would you like to see next to this AMC? Say in the duo lane or jungle?
With an AMC, I would very much like to see a like Capri would be a very strong pick. Honestly, a Ganesh would be a very strong. There's quite a few picks for sure.
And we
Maybe
get the
even a
Emojo option.
Jing Oh, Yamoja, that would be a very strong combo right there.
Very,
They
very
are locking in
strong
the Yamoja.
pick. Yeah. The Emoja and the MC. Emoja, largely known as being a very, very all-around good pick. I think she's fallen off a little bit since the shell upgrade is so good right now, but
Oh yeah,
still overall, still very good heals. Locks in that Agni on Alien Tuna's mid. Agni's a good pick here. But
yeah, I'm excited to see how the Agony works out for him overall.
still concerned that none of Alien Tuna can get out of that Yamaja ult unless they go to that shell upgrade. None of them have leaps right now.
You know, another really strong pickup, especially for maybe the potentially, especially the Athena and the Medusa combo. Sorry, just swallowing on my words.
All good, man. That is a good combo. Still
Most
waiting to see
definitely.
what Midgard picks up in the third slot. But again, this Emoja ult just seems to lock down everyone in Alien Tuna. Seems like
Most
they
definitely.
have a
Don't
really
really
good
have
team
any
fight.
jumps.
Yep.
For this team especially, I would really like to see potentially a Gilgamesh jungle. It would provide a lot of utility for the Alien Tuna team, and to help combat the Yamoja and perhaps the AMC a little bit, just kind of to give some pressure. And they are going with the Loki jungle again, which is a very solid pick.
Especially with this being Jotunheim, this could be a Loki solo too. We still don't know how well he could play it in the solo lane. So
Most definitely.
still a viable
As we
pick in
just saw
solo.
a Kamazach solo, it could be a Loki solo.
Exactly.
No idea yet.
So how are you feeling on these first three picks? Who do you think has the upper hand right now, Ying?
Right now, I feel like Alien Tuna have a very good team fight setup right now. On the same side, Midgard Serpents has a very good team fight with the aid of the Yamoja wall, so it all depends on how they perform. They both have a very good team. I would highly like to side with Alien Tuna at the end of this because they have a very good start going. It just depends on how they finish the draft.
I would also like to see what Alien Tuna bans because this AMC can still go mid. It's not
Definitely.
definite that this will go ADC.
AMC is a very strong mid lane right now for sure.
So is that a pass or another Thoth ban? Because that's what I'm seeing on screen right now.
Two Thoth bans?
There's two Thoth bans right now. Yeah. But we do have an Odin ban on Alien Tuna. Still a good ban. Good. He has good ults. He's got good cooldowns. Still a good ban. Definitely don't want to see that on the side of Midgards. And then a Mulan ban to finish out the bans for Midgard.
Mulan's still a very strong pick in solo lane. She provides a lot of pressure and sustain in these long duration boxing matches in solo lane. She's very strong. A little bit reliant on hitting her 3, if you ask me, but I mean a lot of players in like gold and up level can easily hit those grapples, so very strong pick.
So it is a cleaner ban in that first ban slot for Midgard instead of the Thoth, which we talked about last game. Very good objective shred. Kind of hard to keep track of because she can go into those walls. And then we finish out the
and an
bans
Achilles
with
ban wraps
an
up
Achilles.
the Alien Tuna bans. Again, a very strong bully in lane and jungle.
Yes, that is true. And then we get an Artio pick, assuming that goes into solo for Midgards. The Hun Bats pick for the jungle for Alien Tuna.
Again, that is a very strong pick, I must say, for their jungle. We've been seeing Hoonbats played a lot now. Very strong utility, very strong engage, very strong overall helping your teammate get out of sticky situations. A lot of uses on this god. I'm excited to see how it's played.
And to finish it off for Alien Tuna, that's an Osiris, and to surprising pick a Kukulkan for Midgard Serpents in the mid lane. Again, I'm very surprised on the team fight capability of Alien Tuna, but the Midgard Serpents just seem to have a really, really strong team overall with the AMC and Mojo RDO. I'm really excited what they can do with these picks. What do you think, Yang?
I am very happy to see these picks. So they wrapped up Osiris on the Alien Tuna to give them a very solid heavy engage plus just overall team fight. Midgard picked up RDO and Kukulkan. Very good zoning champ god right there, and very good objective secure with the Kukulkan ult. I'm very excited to see how this works overall. From the looks of the draft, I must give it to Alien Tuna on overall draft, like winning. But then again, if they don't play it correctly, Midgard Serpents can come through with a random cuckoo ult and steal these fire giants come mid to late game. So they have to be very careful and rely on the Agni bombs. I'm very excited.
I agree. I do think Alien Tuna does have a great team fight. I'm just wary with you with how they can execute it because that RDO AMC Umoja is still a very good pick.
Most definitely. But we will get to see it here very soon. We're going to go ahead and shove it to a quick break, and we'll be right back in the action.
Alright, everyone, we're going to hop right into this second match here. Midgard Serpents did take the first game. See them come into the second game with an AMC and a Umoja, both strong picks, as long as they capitalize on them. Joining me as well is J2. How's it going, man?
I'm here, living, trying to see how these teams do here. If Alien Tuna can bring it back, force a game 3, or if Midgard will close it out here. So we'll see. Should be fun.
Yeah, a little action off the battle here. Medusa trying to pressure out this AMC. They are going to get that weight pressure right off the bat. An Athena pickup into a Umoja. Both gods that aren't maybe as strong as they used to be, but are both still really good picks.
Yeah, I like playing with both those supports. The Riptides and just the zoning of Umoja, and then the map pressure that Athena provides through her ultimate is just makes it really fun to play with. So it'll be cool to see if these supports do anything kind of special for their teams.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, Umoja's something that you see a lot in higher level play. Something where it's harder to play kind of a newer player, or even kind of a decent player is going to have a hard time with Umoja, playing her to the best of her ability. Definitely a good pickup here, and I hope to see some good things from Midgard.
Yeah, see, what makes Umoja really interesting is, especially we kind of see these lower end players, I guess, your teammates not really understanding what way the Riptide's pointing, and kind of pushes them the wrong way sometimes. So see how that goes.
The lower division players, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure.
You know what I meant. You know what I meant. I wasn't trying to. Yeah.
I know you're going for it, man.
Yeah.
But Cuckoo has been just trying to steal all these camps with his third ability, and he's doing a pretty decent job so far. See Osiris and RDO battling over here in solo lane. RDO's not interested in finishing off this kill, though. Oh, he's almost going to get that back off, but Osiris decided to stay.
Probably trying to protect his blue buff here. Kind of gave up the wave a little bit, but is going to stay for this blue buff, so.
Hunbat's going to rotate over and help secure that.
Yeah.
down a level, but I assume not for too long over here in the lane.
Yeah, we do see a starter picked up for the mid laner of Alien Tuna this game, not opting to not go on this time. So it's nice.
Tide, trying to have that come out there. Medusa's gonna jump right into Yamoja, and he's taking a bunch of damage. AMC's gonna take some now, as well as he doesn't have any support in front of him. And nothing gonna come out of that yet.
Yeah, that lacerate, that 2 on Medusa, just barely missed to get the splatter. Would have picked up the kill there.
Another dash from Medusa, really capitalizing on those. AMC's gonna get stuck here, and it is gonna be a first blood for Alien Tuna. Great job on their part, and the Medusa all gonna come out on that Loki, but not enough damage to do anything substantial at the moment.
Yeah, well, they made up for it right there. They just did the same thing, taunt into the Medusa dash for the stun, and picks up the kill. Doesn't matter that the jungler came over.
The Medusa dash does a lot of damage, and great job from the support as well to just kind of keep that AMC locked over by that purple buff, and he just couldn't do anything about it at all.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, maybe in trouble. Your Hunbat's all gonna come out. Agni as well gonna drop an ultimate right on top of Captain Cab, and that will be a kill for JC Levium, and this is a great start for Alien Tuna.
Yeah, I mean, Loki just out of position, doesn't have, or didn't use the ultimate to escape, has blink, no beads there, and just all alone in the mid lane is the Kukulkan backed. So, great job capitalizing for Alien Tuna.
A little fight over Oracles. Agni's gonna secure those with one of his ultimates.
One thing to note here about this dual lane, the Medusa has been picked up in about 52% of games for Jotunheim, but only seeing about a 19 to 20% win rate. Did see it get a game, win a game last time, so we'll see if maybe that stays the form here for Alien Tuna, if it'll kind of fall back into what we've seen so far this year for this division.
Yeah, helping that win rate, but a Loki ultimate's gonna come in here, and Captain Cat will pick up the first kill for Midgard. Serpents tower diving that Osiris, and there's nothing he could do about that.
Great time to get on the board for Midgard Serpents, keep them in this. Punishing this Osiris early, which is a pretty good pick into the Ardio, stops the healing, so want to set her behind. Yes.
Ardio's going to go straight into that Vampiric Shroud as well. Going to help her out. Starter is it's going to provide some sustain as well. But being Ardio as annoying as ever. You're going to see a Moja ultimate coming out here. Medusa's going to have to use her beads. But a rotation from Alien Tuna is going to come out. And Yamoja's going to get stuck here. She drops a Riptide but can't get out in time. A nice little knockup from Kukulkan with his ultimate. But JC Levium is going to grab that kill. Medusa all coming out. They still want this Kukulkan. Can he get away? Doesn't have that speed boost. There it is. Can he get out? And AMC going to rotate over, but he's going to pick up the kill. Great little turnaround, but he's stuck between 3 members of Alien Tuna, and it won't be enough. He is going to go down. Kukulkan, though, going to capture that kill as well as Goryo's going to go down.
What a fight there. I mean, it was really looking rough at the start for Midgard, but they were able to pick up 2 of Alien Tuna to not make it a terrible trade. The Hunbats tried to bounce.
Oh, no. Yeah, Loki going to come in there and grab a kill. Once again, kind of payback for the last time he was trying to grab this camp on the left side. Going to drop his ultimate and pick up a kill on Agni.
Yeah, that'll push Midgard just slightly ahead. Now they're down about 500 gold. Now they're up about that amount.
See Ardio lurking in the enemy jungle. Cyrus going to rotate over. Hunbass just says, I'm going to go for farm instead. It's not worth it to fight a Ardio 2 levels up at this point.
Yeah, she's just keeping tabs on that blue buff, trying to keep this Osiris behind.
Yeah, great play on her part. And it's paying off. I mean, like I said, 2 levels up. We have seen a few jungle rotations over there. Nothing to really pressure out Ardio so far from Alien Tuna's jungle, I should say. And we are going to see a little more pressure from that Ardio at this point.
Yeah, for sure, and especially with Osiris starting the Runeforged Hammer. Doesn't have that magical protection yet, just some extra health there. So, kind of helping out that Ardio even more.
Gonna see AMC over here. Medusa maybe looking to box, but is gonna back up. Rotation over here. Hunbat's going to drop his ultimate on the Loki and Artio and does a bunch of damage with that smack right on the ground. Artio's trying to run away from 3 members of Alien Tuna. Doing a great job of rotating over here, and they will get out under tower, but we're going to see a counter rotation. Potentially, Emoja maybe just going to hide. For the time being, Kukulkan's going to drop an ultimate. Will hit Osiris, but it won't be enough to finish that kill off, as Osiris is going to live that with barely a health bar. And Kukulkan doing a good job of the old hit and run. As he did not want to stick around in that fight for too long.
Yeah, great snipe by the Kukulkan. It was well timed. Sometimes that can be hard, especially with no setup, with the channel time on it and the distance, how long it takes to travel. So sadly, couldn't pick up the kill. No one there dying, but
yeah, Medusa is down a level. Both teams 4-4 right now. Midgard Serpents are actually up in gold, so you could say they have the advantage in this match.
had that gold lead through farming, just slowly expanding. It was about 500 a couple minutes ago, getting closer to 1,000 now. See if maybe they look at the Gold Fury to expand upon that even more.
The rotation from Hunbat's looking for something. Medusa ultimate gonna come out. Yamoja's gonna rotate over. Here comes out Yamoja. Can't she finish the kill? She will. And that'll, both ADCs will go down there. And Yamoja's still looking to secure his kill on Hunbat's. He's gonna jump out. Loki, though, is gonna rotate over and grab that kill. His third ability. Great job at grabbing that kill. Good rotation as well.
That Yamoja did a lot of damage to Hunbat's, more than I was expecting at first. He got hit by everything, though, including the ultimate. Made it pretty easy for Loki to pick up the kill.
Speaking of Yamoja, we are going to see her grab that Lotus Crown first instead of Thief, so she is going to be a little behind on building her protections.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that before in the past with the Lotus Crown starting Yamoja. Definitely a viable option for her.
Sure, Agni fighting Kukulkan. Hits 2 Agni bombs on a Kukulkan. Great job. Able to hit those snipes. Both these gods in mid lane are just all those skill shot gods that make sure you can hit those abilities to do that massive damage that they can push out.
Yeah, for sure, and both generally kind of big damage and let me back up with my dash or movement speed kind of thing.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see how kind of both teams play around it, especially in like these jungle fights with the corridors. That Kukulkan ult or the whirlwind could really cause some issues for the dive on the side of Alien Tuna. But the same thing with the Agni bombs happens. Just have to worry about big group stuns and a lot of damage in these small little areas late game.
Seen a lot of rotating from both teams very start here, and that's something we don't normally see in this division as much, but doing a great job of rotating around and making sure they can have a number advantage when they do have a fight. And we are going to see Midgard Serpents start to take this Gold Fury. They are going to potentially drop it, playing with it for a little bit here.
Yeah, and all 5 members up for both teams. Ultimates all up, besides for the supports. See if maybe one team can look to get a pick here in this little posture, or dance around the Gold Fury here early.
And everyone still, nobody wants to make a move. I mean, AMC is just going to clear his wave over and left. Any trying to pressure him potentially with an ultimate, but out of range it looks like. Loki's going to come over, looking for a kill. Ultimate, but Agni's just going to drop that onto wave.
Yeah, just kind of standing around right now, trying to see who will get caught out of position, who will get picked first here. See who will grab the Gold Fury. Kind of looks like Midgard is forcing a little bit of retreat from Alien Tuna here. So pick up the Oracles.
Well, like you said, they both have that mid laner. Ooh, big Agni bomb. He's going to hit 2 of them as well. But great job from Flying Gazelles there.
Yeah, and that could be what they need here to get a pick out of maybe this AMC. No ADC could definitely hurt their chances of picking up the early Gold Fury.
But both these mid laners, like I was trying to say, both these mid laners are, like you said, more careful. They're going to have to stay back and not be kind of the front line or mid. Like in the middle of a fight, they're not going to be there at all. Here comes an ultimate. A few ultimates going to get dropped here as we see Kukulkan ultimate and Umoja ultimate come out. Ardio's just barely hanging on right now. He is going to get out. Cutlip's going to pick up a kill onto Osiris, and that's not something you want to see for Alien Tuna. As they're in trouble now. Everyone's relatively healthy for Midgard Serpents. They need to make sure they can get out of this. But we're going to see Ardio dive right in, not carrying it all, but Flying Gazelles will pick up that kill. I think even with that the tick damage there from Agni. But still, no Gold Fury has gone down at all in this point. We're going to see 2 members of Midgard back here as well. So that's going to be the end of that fight for now. We spent a lot of time over on the left side of the map there.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it for about 2 minutes now, just over probably. They've been doing the little dance around the Gold Fury. We see, I mean, the Midgard Serpents lead has grown to about 2,000 now. But I wasn't really seeing too much difference in farm other than the oracles there. They're definitely on the advantage.
Yeah, this is completely different from the last game. You know, last game Midgard kind of had the lead right from the beginning, and they are going to pick up the lead here now. But Alien Tuna at least providing more of a fight back here, and should still be a better game than last game.
Yeah, for sure. Last game it was kind of a bloodbath early, but very one-sided to the likes of Midgard Serpents. I think we saw them get a Gold Fury around 9 minutes last game. No one's picked up the first one, as now, I mean, even the Pyromancer spawned. I think we see Ardio and Loki trying to grab that. These early objectives, you know, is going to be what separates it and makes one team pull away.
We're going to see them grab that Pyromancer Kukulkan ult. It's going to help do that, but necessarily need.
Kind of takes away a secure from this Gold Fury if we do see these teams go back over here to do this dance one more time.
Yeah, and they're both going to disengage. Yeah, AMC is going to back as well. So this Gold Fury is going to remain up. We're going to see who actually gets it in the end. This almost looks like a late Fire Giant, but this Gold Fury, both teams. Athena.
That's what I'm talking about with people not understanding how the Riptide faces.
Totally lost my entire train of thought in watching that Athena get hit twice with that, but you're going to see Agni Bombs come out onto this Kukulkan, and he's not having a good time as Hunbat's going to drop his ult as well. Umoja going to wall off Athena, and Hunbats need to get out of there. Athena going to get knocked back once again. It could be her undoing. She's going to dash out. Unrefined going to grab a kill. Midgard Serpents, though, need to get out of here. They're low as Flying Gazelle's going to grab a kill as well. And looks like that'll be the end of that fight, but poor Oreo has just been getting riptided all across this map right now. He got out, though.
Didn't live. I don't even think he backed. It just he got knocked back, but I mean, he's full health, and the rest of the fight went Alien Tuna's way. We saw the beads Aegis use on the Kukulkan early from the Agni Bombs and the Hunbat's ult that came out. Emoji tried to do what she does with her zoning tools, but it wasn't enough that time.
Yeah, for sure. We are going to see maybe a posture now towards this mid lane. MC's going to try to approach on the side. He doesn't know that there's 2 members of Alien Tuna just waiting for him over here.
Yeah, still about a 1.5k gold lead for Midgard. Still no Gold Fury pull yet, even after the one fight by Alien Tuna.
Yeah, up about 2,200 gold right now.
2k now.
You see AMC with the most damage, really dishing out those numbers. I don't believe he's got 1 kill, so just hasn't been able to finish those kills, unfortunately. But doing a lot of damage for his team at this point.
Yeah, 10k damage early, really impressive for AMC. I do see that he double stacked in his build. He went to Transcendence first, then Soul Eater second.
Ooh, and a blink from Loki. He's going to jump right onto Agni, and he has no chance. But Loki died at tower, just barely going to live, as long as he doesn't die to this wave. And he will get out of the situation unless Athena has anything to say about it. Loki going to go invisible and go the other direction. And Athena catch up to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a Chad dive by Loki. I mean, Loki's not really a Chad god, but diving the tier 2 by himself, I can respect that.
Lots of ground covered with that blink and ultimate. I mean, he just
Yeah.
so quick. It's so hard to get away from that. I mean, it's hard to. You got to beads immediately or have it.
And I do believe Agni's dash was down, so.
That's a tough one. Agni's been really good for this team. Same with Kukulkan, honestly. 2-0. Hasn't died yet. It has really kind of stayed back and is starting to stack. I think he just bought that Book of Thought. Or both, I should say. Is that a fully... it is fully stacked. My bad.
Yes.
So he's going to have that stacked up. And contrary to what I just said, he's going to have some more power here for these team fights. They're looking to maybe jump on this Medusa. He's going to meet him right in the jungle. He's going to dash immediately. Gets out of that Yamoja ult, but a Riptide's going to stop a Yamoja from it. He's going to get stunned as well. And just gets obliterated by that ultimate from Cutlip. Great job from Yamoja and Kukulkan working in sync to get that kill. And unfortunately with beads as well. Kukulkan's in here, and his perfect death record might go down as Cutlip will die to Flying Gazelle. Here comes a Loki ult, just looking to get a kill, and will pick up the enemy mid laner and Osiris for his troubles. And Hunbat's just going to have to run out of there, the only one alive, and Loki still wants this kill. He's going to grab speed boost with his 1, but that won't be enough to catch up to the Hunbats.
Man, I really thought the Medusa was going to make it out after she was able to dash before the Yamoja walls, you could call them, came up, but then got caught by the Riptide and used the beads after being knocked up, and really kind of saved the kill there for Midgard.
Yeah, and you know, great job to use the Kukulkan ult right as soon as got stunned with that Yamoja ability, but. Yamoja did a great job there. It was unfortunate, like you said, from Refined that he popped his beads a little too early. Maybe looked to pop his beads for Riptide, but can you eat that? I don't know if you died or not. I would assume you could walk through it.
Yeah, I mean, you just won't get knocked up, I would.
But yeah, unfortunately, a little late. He was already knocked up, and then he couldn't beads that stun as well from Yamoja.
Yeah, just an unfortunate timing there, and then the Kukulkan ult came out, and Hunbats, I believe, tried to help peel off the team, but kind of missed his ult in the back behind there, and it was wraps for the Medusa.
See AMC get hit with another Agni Bomb, just hiding behind this wall right now. See Midgard Serpents be right on top of Fire Giant. They're looking to probably take a fight here as they are up. Cyrus going to throw an ability in. Not hit anybody for that, but he's going to get stunned immediately. And he's going to have to use his ultimate to get out of there. Unbat's well going to dash out. Agni's being chased by Kukulkan. Here comes an ultimate. And Aegis will say... I can't speak. Aegis will save Agni. Him out. Clutches of death for the time being.
It looked like Agni used that Aegis a little prematurely too. The Kukulkan ult hit him, and then the Aegis immediately went down. That could have been huge if that would have connected.
We are going to see a Fire Giant for Midgard. Serpents are going to start marching down this right lane.
Yeah, and they're kind of getting back to what they did last game. Putting on the pressure, just slowly chipping away with their farm.
Great job, Agni. Gonna do a bunch of damage. Nice little taunt from Athena is gonna keep Midgard Serpents low. They are gonna go. They are gonna lose their support in that fight. Kukulkan gets stunned as well, and Athena's gonna jump right on top of him. Gets a nice little stun off. Medusa's gonna jump in. That'll be the end of Cutlip. Cyrus gonna chase Loki, but can't catch up to him. Blink from Loki as well will make sure that he has no chance to.
Yeah, I'm surprised Cutlip decided to stay there. I know he was full health, but being engaged upon with the the Agni and the Medusa ult that hit, I think it was 3 or 4 people on the Midgard Serpents, and the Emoji used her ult, which was actually a great use of the Emoji ult to kind of kill herself, but keep everybody else alive. But Cutlip overstaying kind of gives a bigger advantage now to Alien Tuna.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to see that Alien Tuna is going to have somewhat of an advantage here. Again, we're 11v11. Midgard Serpents just so much further in gold right now.
Yeah, and that just goes to the objective game. They've gotten every objective so far. None picked up yet from the side of Alien Tuna. And that's really where a lot of these teams can really look to build their leads and improve faster, is just getting on top of these objectives and securing them and pushing a gold lead that way.
Yeah, for sure. We are going to see Agni topping those charts right now. A good job for his team. He's been doing a great job of being able to hide behind a wall or something that's in his way so that they can't get to him as he's dropping those Agni bombs right on top of the enemy.
Yes, for sure. Sadly, it's all Agni right now. The next 3 members were in red for Midgard Serpents, and the damage charts. Gonna need some help from his backline partner there, and even everyone else on his team. You see, I mean, the Osiris building with the Death's Toll and a little more hybrid-y damage build. See if he can start doing what he's trying to do.
Midgard Serpents are going to start coming down this right lane once again. They're going to maybe head towards this mid lane, but they're going to run into an Osiris if he's going to approach. Looks like he won't for the time being. What do we think about this Loki build? It's a Soul Eater in there.
It's not bad. I mean, it's interesting. Soul Eater third item is a little. I feel like I usually see stacking items go second in at least the jungle builds that I see. But it's working out for him. He's 6-2. So I can't say much about it when he's doing well. So
Yeah, I mean, Midgard Serpents have a few different builds. I mean, Ardio's got a little different build as well, in my opinion, but working out for these guys right now.
yeah, I think I've seen that a lot on the RDO, the Vamp Shroud into the Jade Emperors lately. So
See a Dagger as well, gonna get picked. Oh.
I just noticed
What?
the blue stone. I just noticed the blue stone, well, the red stone now for the AMC as well, opposed to the traditional like Death's Toll and other stuff we see from the ADCs.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know that I've really seen that used a whole lot, but Agni's gonna take a bunch of damage there. Ultimate's gonna get dropped as well. Athena almost going down to a Kulkin ult. And now we see Alien Tuna is gonna have to disengage here. Athena dashing out. As Midgard's gonna run right down this lane, but Cutlip gonna grab another kill. Ardio jumping in, and down goes Refine. Didn't last more than 2 seconds there. And Ardio gonna start taking this tower, but Midgard Servants may be hungry for another kill. Looking to kill this Osiris as their companions start taking down that Phoenix.
Yeah, and this Kukulkan has hit some huge ults this game. Just max range, no setup, just sniping people, really turning some of these fights. Just by doing that, the big damage, even if he hits the tanks, seems to be putting in some work, forcing 4 retreats from Alien Tuna.
Sure, and we are going to see 2 Phoenixes drop there as the Midgard Serpents are going to disengage, start heading towards that Fire Giant once again.
And that's been their game. It's been grouping up, winning these team fights, getting picks, getting the objective, and just expanding upon their lead.
They've been great about taking these objectives. And we're going to see Emoji even pop that Frenzy as they're going to grab that Fire Giant with ease. And why not take a Pyromancer as well?
Yeah, might as well.
They're going to go ahead and take everything on the map that's anywhere near the fire giant and go ahead and back. Set, getting ready to siege that left Phoenix or maybe a Titan.
Probably going to be looking for a fight here. I wouldn't think that they would walk right into Titan room, but we'll see. I've been surprised multiple times on these casts, so
Come on. But I wouldn't mind to watch him walk down into the Titan room. Look at all the Chalice of Oracles as well for Midgard Serpents. Their vision, if I can find... But not, there it is, wards placed. It's actually Alien Tuna is probably more in the...
yeah, it's interesting. I wonder when they picked those up. We see like even Loki doesn't have all of his relics upgraded. Kukulkan doesn't have all of his relics upgraded, and they chose to buy the Chalice of the Oracle over that.
Definitely an interesting strategy, but you know, vision is key in Smite. But look at that, Agni Bomb is going to do a bunch of damage after Medusa stunned 3 members of Midgard Serpents.
And again, great defense. We saw it last game. Alien Tuna being able to defend the Phoenix when they're actually able to set up for the defense. Sadly, that Agni a couple times now has been 1 bomb away from picking up some big kills.
She's doing a good job of healing all the members of her team, but they're going to start sieging this Phoenix once again. They want it to drop. Hunbat's ultimate going to scare off a few members of Midgard. Here comes an Agni Bomb looking to maybe grab somebody on the other team, but here comes a few ultimates as only Athena's going to get caught by that Kukulkan ultimate. But Caught Lip going to grab a kill on Medusa, and this is going to be a rough situation for Alien Tuna. Here comes Yamoja ultimate, going to shelter that Titan as they just want that to all of themselves, and they will grab that, and that will be the set. Great job from Midgard Serpents, and great set win.
Yeah, just once they got that lead, it took them a little longer this game, but once they built it, they didn't look back. They just kept pushing the objective and running it down.
Great job to both those teams. Alien Tuna did hold their own, but it will be Midgard Serpents grabbing their first win of the season. I had a bye week last week. But all right, we'll give you a look at these numbers here, and we'll throw it to break. Get the desk in here for you guys. Be right back.
And we are back. How are you doing, Mr. Flamio Hotman? How was that
We're
amazing
doing
game
good.
2?
That game 2 was much closer, obviously, as we could all see. Same
Oh,
results
for
as the
sure.
first game. First game, same results.
Yeah.
But very much closer.
Mm-hmm.
I think seeing a lot of
They
the
were
same
playing to
problems.
their strengths a
Yeah,
little bit there.
exactly.
They were keeping it close.
I think
For
the
sure.
Midgard Serpents had the advantage in the mid lane, and they stuck to that gun, and they just kept going for it. So I think that's
Sure,
where
they did. Their jungler was he was very comfortable on the Loki, and they kept giving it to him, and it just helped them secure the game 2 win. Really, like that Loki was just so threatening in team fights and everything.
definitely stepped up. I do agree with that. The 2v2 was much better from those two. Loki did go
Sure.
off. He did very well
yes,
that
he
game.
did 110%. Yes.
Surprised the AMC and Yamoja didn't do as well as I was suspected, but doesn't matter if your Kukulkan and Loki are going off in the 2v2, so I carried them
most
through the
definitely, yes.
rest of the game. I was very impressed by that Medusa from Unrefined, though. That was a very good pick for him. I hope to see it in the
Very
future
good
from
Medusa.
him.
Most
That
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, the Medusa Athena lane impressed me a lot very, very early on. Wish they could push that pressure later in the game, but it just seems like it kind of fell off after the Athena started rotating after the first couple waves. So if anything to prove on, that's what they should have done. But
Yeah.
other than that, it was
That Kukulkan was hitting some crazy snipes in that game. That's for definite sure. He was definitely a help to winning that game. 110%.
not easy to do on that character either. Very hard to do. Hats
Oh,
off to
yeah.
Cut Lip.
You see people being able to hit a snipe here and there, but it's very hard to consistently hit good picks with that god.
Makes it easy when your team is doing as well as they are too.
Oh yes, for sure, 110%. Anything else you like to say?
No, but I think we can throw it to a break for now and talk to you guys soon.
And we are back from that long, elongated break. And we do have a special surprise for you guys. We do have an interview with the solo laner from Midgard Serpents, Mr. A1. How are you doing today?
Doing good after the games are done now.
Yeah, so what did you guys feel like with your comms and like the pre-game like strategy talk? Like what were you guys planning on doing for that game and getting into the set?
Early on we were thinking about try to do some more fancy comps, and then we came down to just pick who we felt good with and we'll just run with it, and that's what it came down to.
Yeah.
Like Camazot's,
Yeah, so definitely we've been sorry, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
Like Camazot's pick. I don't know how much you guys saw the first like 10 minutes. I was missing so many abilities with that, but you know.
Oh yeah, it does happen time to time on
You
him.
were still fragging on the Camazots because you were pressuring out that Odin pretty well that first game.
That's just Camazot's to sustain though. He just
Exactly.
Odin.
So would you say your teams had a lot of success? I'm sorry, when you guys go for more comfort picks rather than like a certain team composition? Like, do you guys have more success building around like your comfort picks into a strategy, or like have you guys felt like picking what's the best in certain situations works for you guys?
I mean, we kind of bounce between it. Like Kaido mid laner, he has a lot of gods under control. Captain Cab, he's got a lot going to Argo when he would show up because we had a sub this time. He's got a bunch of sports control. I can play a lot of gods in solo. Like we've got a lot of versatility, but today we just went with let's just play our comfort picks and go from there.
Yeah, which is a very good thing to do in some situations, like especially that game. You guys had a sub, which I'm pretty sure you guys may or may not have been playing that much with that person. I'm not really sure how you guys are handling it.
We played with her enough. Like we played with her.
Her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. And also because Zappy's gonna light me up. Yes, Zappy also knows a lot of ADCs as well. I had to deliberately leave you behind. You're welcome.
Ah, yes. There you go. Is there anything like if for example that like you guys lost game 2 by chance, like is there anything you guys would have definitely changed around your picks and bans at all, or did you guys plan on keeping banning the same things and just trying a different strategy, or how would you guys went about that?
If we lost that game, I think the major thing we would have changed is maybe banned out the Agni, because he was doing a really good job. He definitely hit his abilities, that's for sure. Yeah, HP parts disappeared. Outside that, I think we would have stuck to the same boat though. Like kept it going the way it was, because I mean, assuming let's say we lost off that third Phoenix when we were dropping him, would that cause us to lose the game? I think we would have kept it the same because we were doing pretty good up till then.
Oh yeah, you guys were playing perfectly fine. I honestly would say you guys were getting a lot of those team fights really down, especially late game, securing the objectives.
Yeah, no, we stayed on top.
Hey, I'm gonna take it to Flamio. Do you have anything you want to ask Iwan?
Yeah, so concerning the mid pick, so the only ban that changed from game 1 to game 2 was the Morgan pick. Is that something you guys like to play around? Is that how you guys set up a team comp around the Morgan?
Cut just likes his Morgan, and he can basically do whatever with her. So we don't really. We try to get a couple good ults for him, but he really doesn't need them. He's just good with her in the first place.
He looked very, very comfortable on it. I'm not surprised that he just likes to play the god. He had a really good couple good ults into Medusa, and he looked very, very good on it.
And that is definitely, and thank you so much for coming out and taking time out of your day, A1, to answer some questions.
Yeah, no
And
problem.
it was a very nice set watching you guys go up against Alien Tuna. I believe it was. Yes.
That was
Yeah,
them.
Alien Tuna. And it was a very fun match to watch. And I hope you guys have a lot of luck in your future matches. And I wish you guys the best of luck in the season.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. And have a wonderful night, sir. And to the rest of your team. You guys deserve it. You guys played very well.
Thank you very much. See you around.
All right, everyone. That will be the stream for today. We will be having a stream on Sunday. It's a rare occasion, but we are going to be streaming 2 games tomorrow for you guys that we missed Friday. But we'll get those streamed for you guys tomorrow. Should be some later streams, probably around 8 or 9 p.m. CST, so make sure you check that out. As always, please check out the Discord as well. And thanks to everyone who helps run this, all the casters and desk, really appreciate it. And thanks to both the teams playing. Appreciate it, and we'll catch you tomorrow. See you guys.